No, I'm just going to sing a song first. Okay. It's my phone. Swagata samajana samandeho bhakti swati ki dhar sundhara sumadhura gana ranjana sabaranara isha saguna niraguna vinashi Sundhara sumadhura gana hamaro ranjana sabanaranara ranjana sabanaranara ranjana sabanaranara. It's fun, right? Om Shri Padmatmane Namaham. Namaste devotees and Jai Sita Ram. I'd like to welcome each and every one of you to our Sunday morning satsang. This very beautiful September 24th, 2023. As we commence with our puja for this morning, devotees, I ask that we all join together as we prepare our minds, our bodies, and our souls for our prayers for today. As always, we start off by clasping our hands and closing your eyes. We want to make sure that our body stays nice and relaxed as we perform our puja today. So we start off by taking a big, deep breath in, filling your lungs all the way. Your muscles are going to get really tight. And as you exhale, control, slowly release, relax all those muscles, relax your spine, drop your shoulders, relax your neck, your forehead, relax your legs, all the way down to your feet. Make sure your entire body stays calm and relaxed. With your eyes still closed, devotees, I want you to focus on a form of Bhagwan that's most pleasing to you. Keep that as the only thought in your mind. A form that helps you focus, concentrate, and maintain devotion. And join together with me as we chant our opening prayers. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnata Purnamudachyati Purnasya Purnamaraya Purnameva Vashishyati Ishavasyam Idam Sarvam Yatkinchan Jagatyam Jagat Tena Tyaktina Bhunjita Magrudhankasya Swidhanam Om Sahana Avatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Kanavavahiti Jasvinavaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahe Hari Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. We offer prayers to Prithvi Mata as we bless and sanctify the seat unto which we sit. Om Samudra Vasane Devi Parvatastane Mandite Vishnu Patni Namastobhyam Parisparasham Kshamaswame Om Prithvi Tvaya Trata Lokam Devi Tvam Vishnu Nadratha Tvam Shadharya Mam Devi Pavitram Kuruchasanam Om Shri Prithvi Devaya Namaham. You're going to take your flowers, place it down on the altar, and go ahead and take your seat. If Tejas is going to give you water over there, I'll do it over here. Jack, you're going to take some water in your right hand. We're going to wash our hands. Om hasta prakshalanam samarpayami. Wipe your hands together. Yeah, good. Govindaya namaha. We're going to sip water 3 times to purify the body. So for this one, you're going to drink. And you're going to drink when I say what word? Swaha. Very good. Om amrito pastaranamasi. Swaha. Om amrita pidhanamasi. Swaha. Om Satyam Yashaha Shri Mai Shri Shrayatam Swaha. And you're going to wash your hands again. So wipe your hands together again, okay? Om Apavitra Pavitrava Sarva Vashnam Gato Pivaha Ihasmerita Pundarikaksham Sabhayabhyam Tada Shuchi. So you're going to take your lot of water and sprinkle it around the flowers and all the fruit and stuff over there. So just so you all know, we say that prayer, and it represents 2 things: cleaning of the hands, but cleansing of the puja place. So if you notice when we say that, I'm also sprinkling water everywhere where we're doing puja, because we're trying to cleanse the area too. So if you ever hear somebody saying that and you're around, you have some water, sprinkle it around. It cleanses the area. I'm going to place some chandan on your forehead. Just take a little bit. Oh, look up at me though. There you go. Yeah. Om Chandanasya Mahat Punyam Pavitram Papanashanam Aparam Harati Nityam Lakshmistashtate Saravadaum. I've got a big head, so you got to put it in the very center because it's obvious when you don't, okay? Oh, so close. I could feel it.
Oh, there we go.
It's fine. I'll just do puja like this for the rest of the... We're going to take some water in our left hand now. So that's your left hand. Good. And then you're going to take your right hand ring finger. Uh-oh. They're just going to get a paper towel. It's about to drop down. There we go. And we're going to take water with our ring finger, and we're going to touch and bless the various parts of our body. So you're going to touch your lips first, okay? Om Mang Me Asiastu. We ask, O Lord, by thy grace, may my tongue be ever blessed with the power of speech. You touch your nose next. Om Nasorame Pranorastu. We ask, O Lord, may my nostrils be blessed with healthy, vital air. Touch your eyes. Om Akshorame Chakshurastu. We ask, O Lord, may my eyes be blessed with the perfect power of vision. Ears. Om Kanyorme Shrotamastu. We ask, O Lord, may my ears be blessed with the power of hearing. We touch our arms next. Om Bahorme Balamastu. We ask, O Lord, may my arms be blessed with strength. Our legs. Om Urvorme Onjavastu. We ask, O Lord, may my legs be blessed with vitality. You're going to rub your hands together and go over your entire body. Good job. Om Marishtani me angani tanustanawami sahasantu. We ask, O Lord, may all the other parts of my body be safe from harm, rendering them healthy and sound for life's daily work. Before we move on to our next part, for those of you who are watching via YouTube, last week we had a little bit of an issue with our audio connection. We reset it at the end of service last week, so we're still trying to get things slightly figured out. So if you hear of any audio issues, just put them in the chat, let us know. But we are spot checking and trying to fix along the way, just so you all know. Go ahead and take some more flowers in your hands. And at this time, devotees, we join together as we offer these next set of prayers as one of the most resounding mantras in this universe. We join together as we chant the Gayatri Mantra. Om Magakshe Varade Devi Akshare Brahmawarini Gayatri Jagat Matar Vishwayoni Namostute Om Bhuri Bhuva Swam Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargoni Vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat Om Bhuri Bhuva Swam Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargoni Vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat Om Bhuri Bhuva Swam Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargoni Vasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat Hari Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Prem Se Bolo Gayatri Mata Ki Jai. You can place your flower down on the altar. Week by week, we've been going through various Gayatri mantras, and I want to make sure that, again, we're hitting as many as we can in the most appropriate order. And for this next one, the only part of the reason I want to say this one is I don't know why. I had a dream about Lord Ram last night, so I felt like it was going to be very appropriate for me to let you all know the Gayatri mantra for Lord Ram. It was a funny dream. He was at my wedding. I don't know what was going on. We'll talk about it later. Yeah. Pundit powers. So when we learn our Gayatri mantras, remember it's 3 lines. Now here's the quiz, because we've gone over this week by week by week. What is the 3rd line always going to be? No, that's 4 lines if we're doing a Hawon. 3 lines. What's the 3rd line? Starts with a T. Who said it? So Tanno, and then the name of the god. So who's the god that we're talking about? And then last word? Prachodayat. So you guys should know, again, structure-wise, it's always going to be the same. So even if you forget the first 2 lines, you always have that last line. Tanno Rama Prachodayat. And remember, it's Rama, not Rama. Tanno Rama Prachodayat. The first line is essentially another name. For Lord Ram, not that much different. It's what we've heard before. Om Rama Chandraya Vidmahe. Ramachandraya is essentially talking about not only his name, but a little bit about his complexion. What do we know about Lord Rama versus Lord Krishna? Yeah, fair versus a little darker. Ramachandraya. Chandrama is the moon. Chandraya is essentially a complexion. The fair-skinned Lord Rama. Om Ramachandraya Vidmahe. The second line, essentially lineage. So who's Lord Ram's father? Dashrath. Raja, and I can't ever say his name properly, so I'll try. Raja Dashrath. So in the second line, it's said just a little bit differently. So the son of Raja Dashrath, or Lord Dashrath. Tanno Rama Prachodayat. So full line, first line. Om Ramachandraya Vidmahe Sarataya Dhimahi Tanno Rama Prachodayat. Om Ramachandraya Vidmahe Sarataya Dhimahi Tanno Rama Prachodayat. And I know a lot of you are saying Om Bhurbhuva Swaha. If you were doing a Hawon at home, if it's a very special Hawon, then you would do that. Om Bhurbhuva Swaha. So you'd repeat it 3 times just to make sure that we're doing it fully or appropriately. I'm still interpreting my dream, so once I figure out the answer, I'll let you all know. Like I said, I woke up, I was like, what was that? Alrighty. Let's go ahead and take a red flower in our hand now. Good. And at this time, devotees will join together as we offer praise and obediences to that creator, remover, and destroyer of all obstacles in our life. We offer praise to Lord Ganesh. Om Shri Ganapataye Namaham. Om Gajananam Bhutanganaadhisevitam Kapita Jambu Palachara Bhakshanam Om Asutam Shoka Vinashakarakam Namami Viganeshwara Pada Pankajam Namami Viganeshwara Pada Pankajam. At this time, devotees are requested that the Kirtan group offer one bhajan dedicated to Lord Ganesh as we commence with our puja up front.
Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh Deva, Mata Jake Parvati, Pita Mahadeva, Jai Ganesh Deva. Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh Deva, Mata Jake Parvati, Pita Mahadeva, Jai Ganesh Deva. Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh Deva, Mata Jake Parvati, Pita Mahadeva, Jai Ganesh Deva. लदवन का भोग लगे संत करे सेवा, संत करे सेवा। लदवन का भोग लगे संत करे सेवा, जय गणेश देवा, जय गणेश, जय गणेश, जय गणेश देवा। माता जाके पार्वती, पिता महादेवा, जय गणेश देवा। एक दंत दयावंत, चार भुजाधारी, चार भुजाधारी। मात के सिंदूर सोहे मूस के सवारी, मूस के सवारी। दुखियों के दुख हर परमानंद देवा, जय गणेश देवा, जय गणेश, जय गणेश, जय गणेश देवा। माता जाके पार्वती, पिता महादेवा, जय गणेश देवा। अंधन को आँख देत, कुरियन को काया, कुरियन को काया। बंजन का पुत्र देत, निर्जन को माया, निर्जन को माया। बहु से पार करो नाथ, भजन करो तेरा, जय गणेश देवा, जय गणेश, जय गणेश, जय गणेश देवा। माता जाके पार्वती, पिता महादेवा, जय गणेश देवा। जो तेरा ज्ञान करो, ज्ञान मिले उसको, ज्ञान मिले उसको। चोर तुझे यार भला, जावो में किसको, जावो में किसको। हे देवा कृपा करो, कष्ट हरो मेरा, जय गणेश देवा, जय गणेश, जय गणेश, जय गणेश देवा। माता जाके पार्वती, पिता महादेवा, जय गणेश देवा, जय गणेश, जय गणेश, जय गणेश देवा। माता जाके पार्वती, पिता महादेवा, जय गणेश देवा, जय गणेश देवा, जय गणेश देवा। Bhakti mehi chalam kuru ipsitam me varam dehi paratrahan parangati. We're going to take a banana, place it in front. Om miram palam, Om miram palam maya deva stapitam paratastavam. Tina me saplava ptira bhavaj janmani janmani. You're going to take the water, take the spoon, you're going to sprinkle it around 3 times. Om sarva papa haram divyam kangeyam nirmalam jalam achmanamaya raktam grihitam purushotamam. Om Shri Ganapati Namanam, Om Gandham, Pushpam, Sugandha, Dupam, Deepam, Naivedam, Kantarithuful, Machmanim, Samarapayami. Can you hand me that incense really quickly, please? Yep. No, for me.
So here's a learning lesson. If your incense is ever too big, there's like all this wood down here at the bottom is like lined up, so you just stick your finger in and you can peel it slowly. So that way if you need to stick it inside of your thing, then you break it off. Now it'll fit, maybe. There you go. A little bit better. So you can do that with the other one, Tay. Just take your nail and then like push it in and it should break off and then you can peel it and then break it. Man, I should make a TikTok. Yeah, pundit life hacks. Just for puja stuff. You saw my life hack? That was a good one, right? Take a red flower in your hand now. Devotees, we join together as we offer final prayer and our final prayers to Lord Ganesh. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirviganam Kurumi Deva Sarvakarishu Sarvada Om Raksha Raksha Ganadhaksha Raksha Trilokya Rakshakara Bhaktanam Bhayam Karta Trata Bhava Bhavaranavar Om Shriyan Mahaganadi Pataye Namah Prem Se Bolo Ganesh Bhagwan Ki Jai. Place your flower down right there for me. And at this time, devotees, we join together as we offer prayers and obediences to that Mother of Knowledge and Learning in this universe. We offer prayers to Saraswati Mata. Om Saraswati Mahabhagye Vidye Kamala Luchine Vidyarupe Vishalakshi Vidyam Dehi Namostute Om Saraswati Namastom Vyamvarare Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Om Mahasaraswati Namaham. Place your flower down right here in front of Mother Saraswati. We're going to take some pink flowers in our hands next. And we join together, devotees, as we offer prayers and obediences to that Mother of... Oh, Tejas, can I get your lighter? Mine is lost. We offer prayers to that Mother of Light in this universe, that Mother of both monetary and spiritual wealth. We join together as we offer prayers to Lakshmi Mata. Om Lakshmi Karotu Kalyanam Arogyam Dana Sampada Mama Shatru Vinashaya Deepa Jyotira Namostute. Om Namaste Astu Mahamaya Shri Pite Sarapujite Shankha Chakrangara Haste Mahalakshmi Namostute. Om Namaste Garurarudhi Kola Sura Bhayankari Sarva Papa Hare Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute. Om Sarvagye Sarvavarare Sarvadushna Bhayankari Sarvadukha Hare Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute. Om Siddhi Buddhi Prade Devi Bhukti Mukti Pradayini Mantra Murti Sada Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute. Om Adyantarhate Devi Adya Shakti Maheshwari Yoghangja Yoga Sambhote Mahalakshmi Namostute. Om Stula Sukshma Maharondre Mahashakti Mahodare Mahapapa Hare Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute. Om Padmasana-sthiti Devi Parabrahma Swarupini Paramishi Jagan Matar Mahalakshmi Namostute. Om Shvetambardhare Devi Nana Lankari Bhushite Jagatastite Jagan Matar Mahalakshmi Namostute. Mahalakshmi Namostute. Om Mahalakshmi Namaham. You're going to take the flowers, Jack. You're going to place it right here in front of the diya. And then take a yellow flower in your hands, and devotees, finally we offer prayers to that universal mother and that destroyer of all evils in our life. We join together as we offer prayers to Adi Shakti Durga Mata. Om Maha Durgaya Namah. Om Shayanti Mangala Kali Bhandra Kali Kapalini Durga Kshama Shiva Dhatri Swaha Swadha Namostute Jai Tvam Devi Chamunde Jai Putartini Hardini Jai Sarvagati Devi Karadatri Namostute Adivi Sarva Bhuteshu Vishnu Mayibdi Shamdita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Buddhi Rupena Sanstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Lakshmi Rupena Sanstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shakti Rupena Sanstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shraddha Rupena Sanstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shanti Rupena Sanstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Tushti Rupena Sanstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Daya Rupena Sanstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah. As we pray to Mother Durga devotees, we say, O Durga Mata, Thou art the universal mother, and we, your children, worship you in many forms. O Ma, with you is Buddhi, wisdom, Lakshmi, prosperity, Shakti, energy, Shraddha, faith, Shanti, peace, Tushti, contentment, and Daya, compassion. And as we pray to O Ma, Namastasye, 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 Namo Namaha, we continue to bow to thee again and again. Devotees, we join together as we offer prayers to Mother Durga in the form of the Universal Mother, Matri Rupe. Ya Devi Sarvam Bhuteshu, Matri Rupena Sanstita, Namastasye, 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 Namo Namah. Dehi Saubhagyam Arogyam, Dehi Me Paramam Sukham, Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Dvasho Jahi. At this time, devotees, I request that we have 2 bhajans dedicated to the Universal Mothers as we continue with our puja up front at this time.
Put by dinner, Jai Gaya Miriambe, Put by dinner, Jai Gaya Miriambe, Arahi Jai Gaj Mangana Vij, Arati Jai Ma, He Baharavani, Arati Jai Ma. Pun bhai din chad gaya meri ambe, pun bhai din chad gaya meri ambe, aur hi jai jai gaj mangan vrij, arati jai ma he baharavani, arati jai ma. कहेगी मैया तेरी आरती बनावा, कहेगी मैया तेरी आरती बनावा, कहे दी बाबा बेच बादी मंदिर बेच आरती जय माँ तू ही चोला वाली आरती जय माँ सर्व सुहागन धीमा वाले आंगन मैया सर्व सुहागन धीमा आरी बनावा अग्रे कबर पावा बधी मंगल बिच आरती जय माँ सुनिय जोनिय वाली आरती जय माँ कौन सुहागन दीवा वाली आंगन मैया कौन सुहागन दीवा वाली आंगन मैया ज्योति जगेगी सारी रात मंदिर बिच आरती जय माँ हे दुर्गा रानी आरती जय माँ जुग जुग जीवे तेरा जमोरे राजा जुग जुग जीवे तेरा जमोरे राजा जैसे तेरा भव बनाया मंदिर बिच आरती जय माँ हे मेरी अम्बे रानी आरती जय माँ सरल चरण तेरा पावनो यश गावे जो धावे सो यो फल पावे रग बने राज मध्य गढ़ बिच आरती जय माँ सुनिय डोलिय वाली आरती जय माँ भोर बाई दिन चढ़ गया मेरी अम्बे भोर बाई दिन चढ़ गया मेरी अम्बे और ही जय जय गज मंगल बिच आरती जय माँ सुनिय जोला वाली आरती जय माँ हे मेरी अम्बे रानी आरती जय माँ
हे शारदे माँ हे शारदे माँ अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ हे शारदे माँ हे शारदे माँ अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ तू स्वर की देवी है संगीत तुझसे हर शब्द है तेरा है हर गीत तुझसे तू स्वर की देवी है संगीत तुझसे हर शब्द है तेरा है हर गीत तुझसे हम हैं अकेले हम हैं अधूरे तेरी शरण हमें प्यार दे माँ हे शारदे माँ हे शारदे माँ अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ मुनियों में समझे गुनियों ने जाने वेदों की भाषा पुराणों की बानी की भाषा पुरानों की बानी, हम भी तो समझे, हम भी तो जाने, विद्या का हमको अंधकार दे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। तू श्वेत कवर में कमल पे विराजे, हाथों में वीणा मुकुट सर बिसाजे, तू श्वेत कवरनी कमल पे विराजे, हाथों में वीणा मुकुट सर बिसाजे, मन से हमारे मिटा के अंधेरे, हमको हो जालो का संसार दे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ।
ओम प्रेम से बोलो सरस्वती माता की जय, प्रेम से बोलो लक्ष्मी माता की जय, प्रेम से बोलो आदि शक्ति दुर्गा माता की जय. Go ahead and take a red flower and maybe 2 other color flowers in your hands. And as he grabs his flowers, devotees, we join together as we offer prayers to the most influential beings in our life. Those beings that dictate when and when we cannot perform certain rituals, the name that we're given at birth, and even the temperament that we hold on a daily basis. We join together as we offer prayers to the Navgraha Devatas. We refer to them in English, the 9 planets. O Navgraha Devataya Namaham. Brahma Murari Stripuranta Pari Bhanu Shivu Mitsuto Buddhascha Guruscha Shukra Sharirahu Kita Sarvingraha Shanti Kara Bhavantu Sarvingraha Shanti Kara Bhavantu.
Om Namo Bhagavate Suryaya Namah.
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 Suryaya Namah Chandramaya Namah.
Suryaya Namah Chandramaya Namah.
Chandramaya Namah Bhumaya Namah.
Chandramaya Namah Bhumaya Namah.
Bhumaya Namah Buddhaya Namah.
Bhumaya
Buddhaya Namah Brihaspataya Namah
Buddhaya Namah Brihaspataya Namah
Brihaspataya Namah Shukraya Namah
Brihaspati Namah Shukraya Namah
Shukraya Namah Shanisharaya Namah
Shukraya Namah Shanisharaya Namah
Shanisharaya Namah Rahave Namah
Shanisharaya Namah Rahave Namah
Rahave Namah Ketave Namah
Rahave Namah Kitave Namah
Om Namo Bhagavate Suryaya Namah
Om Namo Bhagavate Suryaya Namah
Suryaya Namah Bhaskaraaya Namah
Suryaya Namah Bhaskaraya Namah
Bhaskaraaya Namah Arityaya Namah
Bhaskaraya Namah Dityaya Namah
Om Namo Bhagavate Suryaya Namah
Om Namo Bhagavate Suryaya Namah
Om Namo Bhagavate Suryaya Namah Om Namo Bhagavate Suryaya Namah Om Namo Bhagavate Suryaya Namah.
And as we continue to pray to the Nagraha Devata devotees, we join together as we focus our minds on that being that exists in the form of the sun and that sustainer of all life on this planet. We join together as we offer prayers to Surya Narayan Bhagavan. Om Suryaya Namah 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 Hari Deva Namastobhyam Prasidham Mama Bhaskaram Dhivakara Namastobhyam Prabhakara Namastuti Suryaya Namah Suryaya Namah Suryaya Namah Suryaya Namah Prem Sabro Nagraha Devata Ki Jai Prem Sabro Surya Narayana Bhagavan Ki Jai. Place your flower down right here in front of Surya Narayana Bhagavan. And then just take one yellow flower and hold on to that until we're done with the prayers. He's asked me for how long after every flower. It's okay. All right. At this time, devotees, we're going to join together as we offer prayers and obediences to that sustainer of all things dharmic, meaning all things righteous in this universe. We offer praise, the Lord of Vishnu. Om Shri Vishnuve Namaham. Om Shantakaram Vujagashayanam Padmanabham Surisham Vishwadharam Gaganesadrisham Meghavarnam Shubhangam Om Lakshmi Kantam Kamalanayanam Yogabhiradhyanagamyam Vande Vishnu Bhavabhayaharam Sarvaloke Kanatam Om Sashankha Chakram Sakirita Kundalam Sapita Vastram Sarasirurekshanam Sahara Vakshastalashom Bhashriyam Namami Vishnu Shirasa Chaturabhujam Namami Vishnu Shirasa Chaturabhujam. We continue, devotees, by offering prayers to the seventh incarnation of Lord Vishnu,
We offer praise to Lord Rama. Om Ramaya Ramabhandraya Ramachandraya Vidhase Raghunataya Nataya Sitaya Pataye Namah. We offer praise to Mother Sita. Om Jagatatsutha Jagajanani Janaki Atashaya Priya Karurani Raniki Tage Jagapada Kamala Manao Jasu Kripa Niramala Matipa. We offer praise to Hanuman Swami. Om Mano Javamarutatulya Vegam Jitendriyam Buddhi Matam Varishtam Vatatma Jamarayothamukyam Shri Ramadutam Sharanam Prapati. Shri Ramadutam Sharanam Prapati. And finally, devotees, we join together as we offer prayers to the 8th incarnation of Lord Vishnu. We offer prayers to Bhagwan Shri Krishna. Om Hararavinde Naparavindham Mukaravinde Vinivishrayantam Vatasya Patrasya Putishrayanam Balam Kundam Manasasmarami Balam Kundam Manasasmarami. Om Krishna Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namam. Mukham Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayati Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam. Om Vasudevam Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanura Maradanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagata Guru. Krishnam Vande Jagata Guru. At this time, devotees request that we have 3 bhajans dedicated to Lord Vishnu, his various incarnations, Mother Sita, or Hanuman Swami, as we commence with our puja up front.
This bhajan was recorded by the great Jagjit Singh. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hariham Sharanatihari, Hariham Sharanatihari, Hariham Sharanatihari, Hariham Sharanatihari. भाव पड़त है बिनती करत है राखो लाज हमारी, राखो लाज हमारी। हरि हम शरण तिहारी, हरि हम शरण तिहारी। Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare। ब्रज के ग्वाला नंद गोपाला, हीरा के घनश्याम, तुम ही रक्षक, तुम ही स्वामी, तुम ही मेरे भगवान। हमरे नैया पार लगा दो, गोवर्धन गिरधारी। Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hariham Sharanatihari, Hariham Sharanatihari, Hariham Sharanatihari, Hariham Sharanatihari. जिस दिन तेरा भजन लगाए मन को चैन न आए, जिस दिन तेरा भजन लगाए मन को चैन न आए। तेरा सुमिरन करके जैसे मन अमृत पा जाए। सुध लो हमारी बातें बिहारी, सुन लो आज हमारी। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम रामा हरे हरे। हरिहं शरणतिहारी, हरिहं शरणतिहारी, हरिहं शरणतिहारी, हरिहं शरणतिहारी। विनती करत हैं, विनती करत है राखो लाचारी। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम रामा हरे हरे। हरिहं शरणतिहारी, हरिहं शरणतिहारी, हरिहं शरणतिहारी, हरिहं शरणतिहारी।
जय राम रमा रमणं शमनं, जय राम रमा रमणं शमनं, भव ताप भया खुल पाहि जन्म, भव ताप भया खुल पाहि जन्म। जय राम रमा रमणं शमनं, जय राम रमा रमणं शमनं, भवताप भया खुल पाहि जन्म, भवताप भया खुल पाहि जन्म। जय राम जय जय राम, जय राम जय जय राम। अवधेश सुरेश रमेश विभो, अवधेश सुरेश रमेश विभो, शरणागत मांगत जय राम रमा रमणं शमनं जय राम रमा दस शीस विनाशन बीस बुझा दस शीस विनाशन बीस भुजा दिस दूर महा मही भूरि रुहा दिस दूर महा मही भूरि रुजा जय राम रमा रमणं शमनं जय राम रमा रमणं शमनं रजनी चर भृंग पतंग रहे रजनी चर भृंग पतंग रहे सर पावक तेज प्रचंड रहे सर पावत तेज प्रचंड रहे जय राम रमा रमणं शमनं जय राम रमा रमणं शमनं भवताप भया कुल पाहि जनं भवताप भया कुल पाहि जनं जय राम
बेगी हरो हनुमान महाप्रभु जो कुछ संकट कोई हमारो कौन च संकट मोर गरीब को जो तुमसे नहीं जात है तारो जय 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 हनुमान गुसाई कृपा करो महाराज जय 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 हनुमान गुसाई कृपा करो महाराज जय 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 हनुमान गुसाई कृपा करो महाराज तन में तुमरे शक्ति विराजे मन भक्ति से बीना तन में तुमरे शक्ति विराजे मन भक्ति से बीना जो जन तुमरे शरण में आए जो जन तुमरे शरण में आए दुख डर हर लीना हनुमत दुख डर हर लीना महावीर प्रभु हम दुखियन के तुम गोबरी नैवाज हनुमत तुम गोबरी नैवाज हनुमत जय 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 हनुमान गुसाई कृपा करो महाराज। राम लखन वे देहि तुम पर सदा रहे हर्षाए। राम लखन वे देहि तुम पर सदा रहे हर्षाए। हीरे चीर के राम सिया का हीरे चीर से राम सिया का दर्शन दिया कराजे हनुमत दर्शन दिया कराजे। दो कह जो अरज हनुमंता कोई प्रभु से आज हनुमत कोई प्रभु से आज हनुमत जय 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 हनुमान गुसाई कृपा करो महाराज। जय 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 हनुमान गुसाई कृपा करो महाराज कृपा करो महाराज कृपा करो महाराज।
Om Shri Krishna Namo Namaha. Shane, I'm gonna sing a song. Sorry, bud. सबसे ऊंची प्रेम सजाए सबसे ऊंची प्रेम सजाए सबसे ऊंची प्रेम सजाए सबसे ऊंची प्रेम सजाए। दुर्योधन को मेवा त्यागो दुर्योधन को मेवा त्यागो साघवे दूर कर खाई सबसे ऊंची प्रेम सजाए सबसे ऊंची प्रेम सजाए। ज्योति फल शबरी के काय ज्योति फल शबरी के काय बहुविधि प्रेम लगाए सबसे ऊंची प्रेम सजाए सबसे ऊंची प्रेम सजाए। प्रेम की बसर अर्जुन रता क्यों प्रेम की बसर अर्जुन रता क्यों बोल गाई चतुराई सबसे ऊंची प्रेम सजाए सबसे ऊंची प्रेम सजाए। ऐसे प्रीत भारी वृंदावन ऐसे प्रीत भारी वृंदावन गोपिन नाम छन छाए सबसे ऊंची प्रेम सजाए सबसे ऊंची प्रेम सजाए सूर धुर सेनायक नाहिन सूर धुर सेनायक नाहिन कहे लगर करवाई सबसे ऊंची प्रेम सजाए 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 ओम प्रेम से बोलो विष्णु भगवान की जय प्रेम से बोलो श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय प्रेम से बोलो सीता माता की जय प्रेम से बोलो हनुमान स्वामी की जय प्रेम से बोलो कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय Alright. Go ahead and take some white flowers in your hands. And at this time, devotees, we join together as we offer prayers to the Universal Father and the Universal Guru. As we offer prayers to that destroyer of all evils in our life and in this universe. We join together, devotees, as we offer prayers to Lord Shiva. And before we commence with this puja, devotees, I just want to make sure that you're all aware that, how am I going to word this? As I'm trying to flip through and look for a page. 22 is what's reading it out my head. There it is. When you're praying to Lord Shiva, you want to make sure that you have what's called internal resonance. There's something called subtones in music, and we don't talk about that a lot. So a subtone means that I'm singing and resonating from my chest, but not from my vocal cords. So usually when you hear somebody sing, you hear them sing right here, that part. But when you sing for Lord Shiva, you say Om Namah Shivaya, you want to make sure it comes down from below and comes up to the top. The easiest way to think about that is I want you to think that there's an empty hollow tube right here. I don't want you to focus any sound right here. Everywhere and everything right here is going to be empty. The way you'll know if it's empty is if when you're singing, you feel essentially like a void right there. I want you to push from right here in your diaphragm up. So rather than going, I want you to go down and go lower. Put your hand on your chest. You should feel it vibrate. And as you chant, you'll feel a little bit of a difference. Instead of going, Om Namah Shivaya, if you get down to the subtone and start vibrating your chest and pushing your diaphragm right here, it's going to get deeper and sound a little bit more like Om Namah Shivaya. So focus on that. Focus on where your soul and your heart would be. Clasp your hands, close your eyes, focus your minds on the feet of Lord Shiva as we offer these following prayers. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Garapurang Horang Arunavataram Samsar Saram Bhujagendraharam Saravasantam Hirdayardavane Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Go over with Mahendra. He's going to show you how to do puja over there. You're going to put the flower over on the lingam. Madam Hamurari Surar Chithalingam Nirmalabhasam Shobhitalingam जनमजदुःखविनाशकलिङ्गं
तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं
ब्रह्ममुरारिसुरार्चितलिङ्गं निर्मलभासितशोभितलिङ्गं
जनमजदुःखविनाशकलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं
देवमुनिप्रवर्जितलिङ्गं गामदहं करुणाकरलिङ्गं रावणदर्पविनाशनलिङ्गं
तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं
सर्वसुगन्धिसुलेपितलिङ्गं बुद्धिविवर्धनकारणलिङ्गं
सिद्धसुरासुरवन्दितलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं
कनकमहामणिभूषितलिङ्गं पनिपतिवेष्टितशोभितलिङ्गं
दक्षसुयज्ञविनाशनलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं
कुङ्कुमचन्दनलेपितलिङ्गं
पङ्कजहारशोभितलिङ्गं सनचित्तपापविनाशनलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं
देवगणार्चितसेवितलिङ्गं भावभक्तिविरेवचलिङ्गं
दिनकरकोटिप्रभाकरलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं
हर्षधरोपरिवेष्टितलिङ्गं सर्वसम्मूलभावकारणलिङ्गम्
अष्टधरेरविनाशकलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं
सुरवरपूजितलिङ्गं
सुरवरपुष्पसदाचितलिङ्गं परात्परं परमाकरलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम्
लिङ्गष्टिकं निरम्बुन्यं यः पति शिवसन्निधौ शिवलोकमवाप्नोतिर्धीरः शिवेन सह मूर्ति ॐ नमः शिवाय
ॐ नमः शिवाय नागेन्द्रहाराय त्रिलोचनाय भस्माङ्गरागाय महेश्वराय नित्याय शुद्धाय दिगंबराय तस्मै नकाराय नमः शिवाय नागेन्द्रहाराय त्रिलोचनाय भस्मांगरागाय महेश्वराय नित्याय शुद्धाय दिगंबराय तस्मै नकाराय नमः शिवाय तस्मै नकाराय नमः शिवाय तस्मै नकाराय नमः शिवाय मंदाकिनी सलिल चंदन चर्चिताय नंदीश्वर प्रमथनाथ महेश्वराय मंदार पुष्प बहु पुष्प सुपूजिताय तस्मै मकाराय नमः शिवाय तस्मै मकाराय नमः शिवाय तस्मै मकाराय नमः शिवाय तस्मै मकाराय नमः शिवाय शिवाय गौरी वर्णारविन्द सूर्याय दक्ष ध्वरनासकाय श्रीनीलकण्ठाय वृषध्वजाय तस्मै श्रीकाराय नमः शिवाय तस्मै श्रीकाराय नमः शिवाय तस्मै श्रीकाराय नमः शिवाय वैशिष्ट कुम्भोद्भव गौतमार्य मुनीन्द्र देवार्चित शेखराय चन्द्रार्क वैश्वानरलोचनाय तस्मै वकाराय नमः शिवाय तस्मै वकाराय नमः शिवाय तस्मै वकाराय नमः शिवाय तस्मै वकाराय नमः शिवाय यक्षस्वरूपाय जटाधराय पिनाकहस्ताय सनातनाय दिव्याय देवाय दिगंबराय तस्मै यकाराय नमः शिवाय तस्मै यकाराय नमः शिवाय तस्मै यकाराय नमः शिवाय तस्मै नकाराय नमः शिवाय तस्मै मकाराय नमः शिवाय तस्मै शिकाराय नमः शिवाय तस्मै वकाराय नमः शिवाय तस्मै यकाराय नमः शिवाय
सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरं सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरं सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरं सत्यं शिवं सुन्दरं भवानी शंकर नमामि शंकर भवानी शंकर नमामि शंकर भवानी शंकर नमामि शंकर तुम दीवन के देव महादेव तुम दीवन के देव महादेव भवानी शंकर नमामि शंकर भवानी शंकर नमामि शंकर सत्यं शिवं सुंदरम सत्यं शिवं सुंदरम सत्यं शिवं सुंदरम सत्यं शिवं सुंदरम ईश तुम निर्वण रूपम ईश्वर तुम निर्वण रूपम सकल विश्व तुम ब्रह्म स्वरूपम सकल विश्व तुम ब्रह्म स्वरूपम कल्याणकारी हे त्रिपुरारी कल्याणकारी हे त्रिपुरारी तुम दीवन के देव महादेव तुम दीवन के देव महादेव भवानी शंकर नमामि शंकर भवानी शंकर नमामि शंकर सत्यं शिवं सुंदरम सत्यं शिवं सुंदरम सत्यं शिवं सुंदरम सत्यं शिवं सुंदरम निर्गुण सगुण दो स्वरूपम निर्गुण सगुण दो स्वरूपम ओमकार में है ज्योति अनुपम हे गिरदाज गिरजादेश्वर हे गिरदाज गिरजादेश्वर तुम दीवन के देव महादेव तुम दीवन के देव महादेव भवानी शंकर नमामि शंकर भवानी शंकर नमामि शंकर सत्यं शिवं सुंदरम सत्यं शिवं सुंदरम सत्यं शिवं सुंदरम सत्यं शिवं सुंदरम भवानी शंकर नमामि शंकर भवानी शंकर नमामि शंकर सत्यं शिवं सुंदरम सत्यं शिवं सुंदरम सत्यं शिवं सुंदरम सत्यं शिवं सुंदरम
जय जय शिव शंभो 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 महादेव शंभो महादेव शंभो महादेव शंभो महादेव शंभो Shiva 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 Shambho, Shiva 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 Shambho, Shiva 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 Shambho, Shiva 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 Shambho, Mahadevi Shambho, Mahadevi Shambho, Mahadevi Shambho, Mahadevi Shambho, Jaya Jaya Shiva 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 Shambho, Mahadevi Shambho, Mahadevi Shambho, Mahadevi Shambho, Mahadevi Shambho, Shiva 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 Shambho, Shiva 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 Shambho, Shiva 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 Shambho, Shiva 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 Shambho, Mahadevi Shambho, Mahadevi Shambho, Mahadevi Shambho, Mahadevi Shambho, Jaya Jaya Shiva Shambho, Jaya Jaya Shiva Shambho, Jaya Jaya Shiva Shambho, Jaya Jaya Shiva Shambho.
Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya. Girijapati, Jai Girijapati, Dina Dayala, Sada Sakat Santana Pritipala, Jai Girijapati, Dina Dayala, Sada Karat Santana Pritipala, Bala Chandrama, Sohataniki, Kanana Kundala, Kanana Kundal Nagapani ki Jai Girijapati Dina Dayala Sadakarat Santana Pritipala Angaura Shirganga Bhavani Mundamala tan char lagaye Vastra kala bhag ambar sohe Chaviko dik naga muni mohe Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya. Maile matu ki tavildari, Bamba aura sohat shavinyari. Maina matu ki havili dolari, Bamba aunga gaura sohat yanyari. Bala Chandrama sohatani ke, Kanana kundal nagapani ke. Jai Girijapati Dina Dayala सदा करत संतन प्रतिपाला जय गिरिजापति दीन दयाला सदा करत संतन प्रतिपाला बालचंद्रमा सोहतनी की कानन कुंडल नागपनी के ओम नमः शिवाय 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 अंग गौर शिर गंग भवाए मुंडमाल तन चार लगाए वस्त्र काल भग अंबर सोहे सभी को देख नाग मन मोहे ओम नमः शिवाय 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 मैना मातु की हवेली दुलारी बम गौर सोहत शविन्यारी मैना मातु की हवेली दुलारी बम गौर सोहत शविन्यारी ओम नमः शिवाय 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 ओम नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय कर्पूर गौरम करुणावतारम संसार सारम भुजगेन्द्रहारम सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारम् ॐ नमः शिवाय 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 ॐ नमः शिवाय.
You're going to hold on to them and we're going to pray. Hari Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah
Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Devotees, we offer the next prayer for all those suffering from various illnesses, diseases, injuries, and ailments. We ask that they may have a fast, speedy, and full recovery. We also offer a prayer for those transitioning from this world to the next. May the passage be as smooth and tranquil. Om Trayambakam Yajame Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityurmukshyo Mamrutat. Om Trayambakam Yajame Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityurmukshyo Mamrutat. Om Trayambakam Yajame Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityurmukshyo Mamrutat. Om Gangarapate Namaha. Om Kartikeya Namaha. Om Nandishwaraya Namaha. Om Vasukiye Namaha. Om Shri Samba Sadha Shivaya Namaha. Prem se bolo Shiva Shankara Bhagwan ki jai. Devotees, for all of us who have a guru, we offer a prayer to a guru. If not, we take Lord Shiva into our mind as our universal guru as we join together in prayer. Om Gurura Brahma Gurura Vishnu Gurura Neo Maheshwara Gurura Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurue Namah. Om Dhyana Moolam Gurura Murati Puja Moolam Gurur Param Mantra Moolam Gurura Vakyam Moksha Moolam Gurur Kripar. Prem se Bolo Gurudev ki jai. Devotees, for all those who have prasad charawa, I ask that you please come forth at this time. And devotees, just looking at the time, I want to make sure that we're being as expedited as possible. So as we're getting our prasad up here, let's go ahead and set up for our Hawon. That way we can go boom, 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 and get done on time. Place it in front of Lord Shiva. There you go. Good job, bud. Do you have terapua? Okay. Auntie Data, do you have flowers and stuff? Okay, good. We hold our prasad in both hands, not against our clothes, not against the floor, and we offer it to Bhagawan with the following prayers. Om Hai Vidyam Grihitam Deva Bhakti Me Chalam Kuru Ipsitame Varamne Paratreha Parangati Momiram Palamaya Deva Stapitam Purtastava Tene Me Sapalavaptir Bhavijanmani Janmani. Om Sarva Papa Haram Divyam Gangeyam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanam Maya Raktam Grihetam Purushottamam. Offer your prasad to the altar.
Aavo bhog lagavo pyare mohan. 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 Biline ki bain sudam ke tundula. Biline ki bain sudam ke tundula. Ruchi ruchi bhog lagavo pyare mohan. Aavo bhog lagavo pyare mohan. Aavo bhog lagavo pyare mohan. दुर्योधन की मेवा क्या गे. दुर्योधन की मेवा क्या गे. साग विदुर गर खायो प्यारे मोहन. आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारे मोहन, आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारे मोहन। जो कोई तुमरा भोग लगावे, जो कोई तुमरा भोग लगावे, सुख संपत्ति करावे प्यारे मोहन। आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारे मोहन, आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारे मोहन, आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारे मोहन, आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारे मोहन। ऐसा भोग लगावे प्यारे मोहन, ऐसा भोग लगावे प्यारे मोहन, सब अमृत हो जाए प्यारे मोहन। आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारे मोहन, आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारे मोहन। आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारे मोहन, आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारे मोहन।
And devotees for all those who desire. Oh my gosh, I lost words. Devotees, for those of you who are desirous of participating in our Hawon ceremony, I ask that you please come forth at this time as we go ahead and light the Hawon Kund. Om Agni Mile Purohitam Yagyasya Devamritvajam O Taram Radnadhatamam Agni Devaya Namaham. We offer both samagri and ghee into the Hawon Kund. Om Prajapate Swaha Idam Prajapate Idam Namama Om Indraya Swaha Idam Indraya Idam Namama Om Maganaye Swaha Idam Maganaye Idam Namama Om Somaya Idam Somaya Idam Namama Om Bho Swaha Idam Maganaye Idam Namama Om Bhuva Swaha Idam Vayave Idam Namama Om Swaha Swaha Idam Suryaya Idam Namama Om Suryaya Namaha Swaha Idam Suryaya Idam Namama Om Chandraya Namaha Swaha Idam Chandraya Idam Namama Om Bhaumaya Namaha Swaha Idam Bhaumaya Idam Namama Om Buddhaya Namaha Swaha Idam Buddhaya Idam Namama Om Brihaspati Namaha Swaha Idam Brihaspati Idam Namama Om Shukraya Namaha Swaha Idam Shukraya Idam Namama Om Shanishcharaya Namaha Swaha Idam Shanishcharaya Idam Namama Om Rahave Namaha Swaha Idam Rahave Idam Namama Om Ketuve Namaha Swaha Idam Ketuve Idam Namama Om Ganeshaya Namaha Swaha Om Mahagauriye Namaha Swaha Om Mahasaraswatiye Namaha Swaha Om Mahalakshmiye Namaha Swaha Om Mahadurgaye Namaha Swaha Om Guruve Namaha Swaha Om Brahmane Namaha Swaha Om Vishnuve Namaha Swaha Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha Om Ramaya Namaha Swaha Om Sitaye Namaha Swaha Om Hanumate Namaha Swaha Om Krishnaya Namaha Swaha Om Shivaya Namaha Swaha Om Sarvebhyo Devebhyo Namaha Swaha Om Sarvebhyo Pitribhyo Namaha Swadaha Om Bhore Bhuvaswa Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Swaha Om Bhore Bhuvaswa तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा. Take everything together and please stand as we commence with Puranahuti. We don't have one. We dropped it. I appreciate the effort. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnata Purnamrachiti Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Murhanam Devorating Pratibha Viswanaramrit Ajatam Agnivim Kabhi Gwam Samrajatitim Jananam Patram Chanimti Deva Swaha Om Sarvam Gwai Purnagwam Swaha Om Sarvam Gwai Purnagwam Swaha Om Sarvam Gwai Purnagwam Swaha. Okay. Hold on. Alright, we take blessings from Agnita Devata. Om Tanapagani Tanwa me Pahi, Om Marioragani Sadyor me Dehi, Om Vatutagani Varchu me Dehi, Om Magnian with Tan Ordam Tan Mahaprana, Om Tejwasi Tejamai Dehi, Om Virimasi Virimai Dehi, Om Balamasi Balamai Dehi, Om Ojawasi Ojamai Dehi, Om Manurasi Manyomai Dehi, Om Sohoti Sohomai Dehi, Om Shanti Rastu Pushti Rastu Briti Rastu Papantati Mastu Dvipere Chitushpere Sura Shanti Ram Bhavatu Achmanyam Om Sarva Papa Haram Divyam Gangayam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanamayaretam Grihetam Purushotamam Om Shanti 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 Hirium Prem Suragnir Devata Ki Jai. Let's go ahead and get everything cleaned up. Let's go ahead and take our seats back. And devotees, before we continue on with our reading from the Srimad Bhagavad Puran. Oh, there he is. Before we continue on with our reading from the Srimad Bhagavad Puran, we offer prayers to Lord Ganesh to remove any obstacles that may exist within our way from learning this material. We offer prayers to Mother Saraswati so we can convert this knowledge into wisdom. We offer prayers to our gurus who laid the path before us to allow us to sit here today to read from the scriptures. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabham Nirviganam Kurme Deva Sarvakarishu Sarvada Om Saraswati Namaskrubyam Varade Kamarupani Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Deo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaham Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaham. Prem se bolo Ganesh Bhagwan ki jai, Prem se bolo Saraswati Mata ki jai, Prem se bolo Guru Deo ki jai. And devotees, last week when we ended from the Srimad Bhagavad Puran, we heard Lord Brahma ask a question with the Supreme Lord giving an answer. From the last time, we heard the following. Bhagavatam Puran Srimad Bhagavatam Puran
Bhagavatam Purnam Srimad Bhagavatam Purnam
Bhagavatam Shri Bhagavatam Srimad Bhagavatam Puran
Bhagavatam Shri Bhagavatam Srimad Bhagavatam Purnam
Bhagavatam Puran Srimad Bhagavatam Puran
Bhagavatam Purnam Srimad Bhagavatam Purnam. Srimad Bhagavatam Purnam. Srimad Bhagavatam Purnam.
I left this on a bit of a cliffhanger last week, as I do most weeks, just because I can. I have the power, why not? So we heard Lord Brahma ask a question to the Supreme Lord, because the Supreme Lord fulfilled him with everything, and then he said, whatever you want, I'll give you. So Lord Brahma was in the search of knowledge. He said, nevertheless, I ask you, Lord, to please fulfill my desire to know how you, despite being formless, can exist in the beyond on one hand, while you descend in your form as we know it on the other hand. So how can you be unmanifest and manifest or physical at the same time? And how is it that when you are manifest, you aren't attached to anything? How do you not live by attachments when you're on this world with all this desire around you? We talked about that last time. Who here in this temple, even watching on YouTube, has no attachments to anything physically at this point in time? None of us. And we know that, and that's okay. We're human, that's okay. The Supreme Lord said, the knowledge acquired about me is very confidential. And this is where I ended last time. It's very confidential, but I didn't give you the confidential information. It's realized in combination with devotional service and the necessary paraphernalia the way I tell you. Jack, do you know what paraphernalia is? It's just stuff. It's stuff that you have to do the appropriate work. It's a synonym for stuff for the most part. So if you're going to play football, Jack, what paraphernalia do you need to play football successfully? Well, what about what you're wearing? Yeah, can you play football without pads and a helmet? Without the appropriate cleats? Socks? You shouldn't. You could, but you shouldn't. So it's appropriate because it's the way we use it, and it helps us complete things. May there be from my mercy with you this factual realization of my eternal form, in which a transcendental sense of my form and activities with the basic qualities of nature. That's very complex. I'll explain in a second. It was I who existed before the creation, when there was nothing else, when there was nothing of the cause and effect of the Supreme. And it is also me who of all was created remains in the end. That is what I am. And what appears to be valuable is not so if it does not relate to me. Know that illusionary energy of mine to be a mere reflection of darkness. I'm going to read all this and translate it in one summation. Just like the elements of the universe are there a very minute size, as also in a gigantically big format, it is also with me being present in them, existing apart from them. The student of the real self must investigate the true nature of things, both directly by association and indirectly by comparison, irrespective of what it is, when it is of or if it is circumstance. When you keep your mind fixed on this conclusion about the Supreme, you will never under any circumstance be bewildered, not during your life, nor when you have reached your end. So what did I just say? I'm going to sum it up in one phrase. God is. God is. God is. So what is Bhagwan saying? How am I not attached to anything? Because my mindset towards the material objects in this world differs from your mindset. My mindset differs from your mindset. I'm going to talk to the football players in the room really quickly, because I, as a former athlete, not football, but soccer, understand this. Where is the athlete's mindset during a game? I know I've got like 3 football players in here. Nobody's saying anything. Where's your mindset during the game? Touchdown. Where's your mindset during a game? During a score? Rama, what about you? Where's your mindset during a game when you're on the field? Where? Tackles. Shane, where's your mindset during a game? Different areas. So as a player, my mindset during the game is in the game. If I'm playing goal, I got to make sure that I'm left, right, covering all sides of that goal, staying in the box and using my hands appropriately. Coaches, during a game, where's your head? It's kind of also in the game, but in a different perspective. You're focusing on the holistic approach, which is essentially the direction you want to go. You have the direction, which is led by the coaches, and the implementation, which is led by the players. Everybody's end goal is the same. Try to get a touchdown and win the game. That's cool. Or maybe stop the other team from getting to the end there, to your end zone.
We all have the same goal, but we approach it in different ways. My dad was working on a paper last night about project managers and leaders. Your leaders set the vision, your project managers achieve that vision through implementation. So what he's saying here is that despite the fact that everybody focuses on something, we all have a different mindset towards it. So how do we detach ourselves from the material world? We all have to think about it in the same way. Where is God if I'm looking at my iPhone? Yeah, he's in the phone. That's going to be weird because my background is my wife and my baby. So, like, I have to assume that God is here. What's in this bottle right now? Water. What else is it? It's God. And I know this sounds trite. It sounds benign because we're saying that God is everything. But think about what this material world is. It's an expansion of the universal. Everything that exists in this world, from the air that you breathe to the ground that you walk on, is Bhagwan. It's God in some way, shape, or form. So in order for us to be successful and attain the absolute, what do we have to do is change our mindset towards how we achieve. We have to change our mindset towards how we achieve. I'm going to give you one last example, which is studying and schoolwork. Yeah, go ahead. When you're doing schoolwork, if you can't focus on your task or if you can't accomplish your goal, what do you think you should do? What's the best thing to do? Take a deep breath. That's pretty good. Cry. Stop. Maybe go back and get back to it a little bit later. You say you get stressed out? Question your life choices. Meditate. Change your perspective maybe. Play Mozart. So we all have different ways of attaining a goal. Now if we had a common mindset, maybe that goal would be achieved in a certain way. So when it comes to worshiping, our mindsets, everybody in this room collectively should be the same. The material is now what to you when you worship? God. Very good. Gold star right here. Everything you do here is God. Everything that you touch is related to God. Everything that you focus on, breathe on, taste, feel is related to God. That should be your mindset coming here. So how do we separate ourselves from the material world? Everything is God. Everything is God. Are you going to remember that coming out of this Mandir today? Yes. Maybe. We may think about that. Viv, you're going to walk out of this Mandir and a butterfly is going to fly by. Is that God to you? Absolutely not. I'm going to step out of this Mandir and see a snake. Is that going to be God to me? No, you guys know how I feel about snakes. I'll take the L on that one. So at the end of the day, we recognize that there's a standard and a mindset that we all commonly have to have, but we can't agree to it, and that's something we have to work on as individuals. That is something we have to work on as individuals. I'm not an exception to that rule because I have my own fears. I have my own things, which I'm like, that's not God. That's gross. So I have to rethink my mindset. Sri Sukul Goswami said, after thus finally having explained everything, the unborn one disappeared. He just left. He dropped the knowledge bomb and just poof, gone. Like a good sage does. He, Lord Hari, the way he, by the leader of the living entities, was seen as his transcendental form of the Supreme Self. After he had disappeared the view, Brahma, who had folded his hands before the Lord, who was the object of all senses, resumed the work of creating his universe, populated with all living beings, exactly as he did before. The father of all living beings in religious life desired, to the interest of his virtue, to dedicate himself with vow and respect to the matter of the welfare of the living beings. Narad, the dearest of his heirs, was always very obedient to him in his willingness to be of service with his good behavior, meekness, and sense control. O king, the great sage and the first-class devotee pleased his father very much with his desire to know more about Vishnu, the Lord of all energies. The same way you are questioning me now, Narad Muni questioned him when he saw that it was to the satisfaction of the great-grandfather of the entire universe. The story of the Fortunate One, the Bhagavad Puran, that with its 10 characteristics was explained by the Supreme Lord, was thereupon explained by the creator of the universe to his son, Narad. On the bank of the Saraswati, Narad, instructed by the supreme spirituality on the great sage, the meditate Vyasadeva, who is of the unlimited potency, O king. All things you ask me concerning the universal form of the original person and other matters, I shall now explain to you in great detail. And that's it. And that's the end of the chapter. Lord dropped the knowledge bomb, disappeared, and then what did Brahma do afterwards, hearing all that? No, Brahma didn't disappear. He was still there. Yeah. He continued on with doing his work with the intention of applying that knowledge and turning it into wisdom to get his work done. Did you have a question? Yeah, what's your question? Is air God? What do you think? Why not? I didn't say except for gases. I said everything is made of God. No, air is God. Wind is God. Nitrogen, helium, oxygen, everything is God. That's a good question, though. And with that, devotees, we have come to the end of chapter 9, book 2 of the Srimad Bhagavad Puran, in which we get into the last chapter. The Bhagavatam, the Srimad Bhagavad Puran, the name of the chapter, is the answer for all questions. And how is it the answer to all questions, you ask? We'll dive into that next week for our regular Sunday morning satsang. Prem Sora Krishna Chandra Bhagwan ki
Jai.
Devotees, may we all please stand for final arati.
Om Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Jai Jagadish Hare Om Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Jai Jagadish Hare भक्त जनों के संकट भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे जो द्वावे पल पावे दुख विनसे मन का स्वामी दुख विनसे मन का सुख संपत्ति घर आवे सुख संपत्ति घर आवे कष्ट मिटे तन का ओम जय जगदीश हरे मात पिता तुम मेरे शरण कहो जिसकी स्वामी शरण कहो जिसकी तुम बिना रण दूजा तुम बिना रण दूजा आस करो जिसकी ओम जय जगदीश हरे तुम पूर्ण परमात्मा तुम अंतर्यामी स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर तुम सबके स्वामी ओम जय जगदीश हरे तुम करुणा के सागर तुम पालन करता स्वामी तुम पालन करता मैं मूरख कल कामी मैं सेवक तुम स्वामी कृपा करो बरता ओम जय जगदीश हरे तुम हो एक गोचर सबके प्राणपति स्वामी सबके प्राणपति किस विध मिलो दया में किस विध मिलो दया में तुमको मैं कुमति ओम जय जगदीश हरे दीन बंधु दुख हरता तुम रक्षक मेरे स्वामी तुम रक्षक मेरे अपने हाथ उठाओ अपने हाथ उठाओ द्वार पर तेरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे विषय विकार मिटाओ पाप हरो देवा स्वामी पाप हरो देवा श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ संतन के सेवा ओम जय जगदीश हरे तन मन धन सब कुछ तेरा स्वामी सब कुछ तेरा तेरा तुझको अर्पण तेरा तुझको अर्पण क्या लागे मेरा ओम जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे भक्त जनों के संकट भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरि मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
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 हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
भजले भजले सीताराम मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम
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 भजले भजले सीताराम मंगलमूर्ति सुंदर श्याम
भजले भजले सीताराम मंगलमूर्ति सुंदर श्याम
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो
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 राधा दमन हरि गोविंद बोलो
राधा रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो
राधा दमन हरि गोविंद बोलो
राधा रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल 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 बोलो
राधा दमन हरि गोविंद बोलो
राधा रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो
राधा दमन हरि गोविंद बोलो
राधा रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल 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 बोलो
भजले भजले सीताराम मंगलमूर्ति सुंदर श्याम
भजने भजने सीताराम मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम
भजले भजले सीताराम मंगलमूर्ति सुंदर श्याम
भजने भजने सीताराम मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम
भजले भजले ओम का नाम मंगलमूर्ति सुंदर श्याम
भजने भजने सीताराम मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम
भजले भजले ओम का नाम मंगलमूर्ति सुंदर श्याम
भजने भजने ओम गाना मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम
भजले भजले सीताराम मंगलमूर्ति सुंदर श्याम
भजने भजने सीताराम मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम
भजले भजले सीताराम मंगलमूर्ति सुंदर श्याम
भजने भजने सीताराम मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम
मंगलमूर्ति सुंदर श्याम
मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरि
Sri Krishna Govinda
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी
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 हे नाथ Nath Narayan Vasudeva.
He Nath Narayan Vasudeva.
Sri Krishna Govinda Murari. He Nath Narayan Vasudeva.
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari. He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari. He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. He Nath Narayan Vasudeva.
That's fine. At this time, devotees, we join together as we clasp our hands, close our eyes, focus our minds on the feet of Bhagwan, as we join together in chanting our closing prayers. Om Sarvesham Swasti Bhavatu, Sarvesham Shanti Bhavatu, Sarvesham Purunam Bhavatu, Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Om Sarve Sukhino Bhavantu, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschit Dukhabhag Bhavet. Om Mantrahinam Kriyahinam Bhaktihinam Janardanam, Yatya Pujitam Maya Neva Paripuraram Dharastu Me. Papavam Papakarmaham Papavatma Papasambhava, Trahimam Pundarikaksham Sarva Papo Haro Hari. Om Tvameva Matascha Pitha Tvameva, Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva, Tvameva Vidyadravinam Tvameva, Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Om Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityuma Amritam Gamaya. Hari Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Devotees, may we all please bow. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Deo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Om Dhyav Shantir Antarikshagvam Shantir Prithvi Shantir Apa Shantir Aushadheya Shantir Vanaspati Shantir Vishwadeva Shantir Brahma Shantir Sarvegvam Shantir Shantireva Shanti Sama Shanti Redhi. Hari Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Prem se bol Ganesh Bhagwan ki, Prem se bol Adi Shakti Durga Mata ki, Prem se bol Vishnu Bhagwan ki, Prem se bol Shiva Shankar Bhagwan ki, Prem se bol Shiva Shakti Mandir ki, Prem se bol Sanatana Dharma ki. Good. And devotees, with this, we've come to the end of our Sunday morning satsang, and I'd like to thank each and every one of you for being here today. For those of you here in person, again, thank you for being here. For those of you who are watching on YouTube, thank you again. I know Auntie Zandra, I think, was the only one that chatted, so Sita Ram to you, Auntie Zandra. Just a few announcements here, devotees. Again, I hope you all were able to tune in on Monday night. For our Shri Ganesh Chaturthi Puja. I did have that uploaded. We did it live. I did it in the backyard. I tried to be as political as possible. And when I got back in, I was covered in like the back of my head, just bug bites. It was fun, but it was good worship. I love doing it outside. And for those of you who wanted to see what Bella looked like, she made a surprise appearance, so that was nice. Devotees, starting on September 29th, this Friday, September 29th, all the way until Sunday, October 14th, is going to be the period of Pitra Paksh. Pitra Paksh means ancestral worship. So in order for you to perform your ancestral worship, very simple. In the mornings, you go outside with a cup of water, till, and you can do it underneath a tree or into the grass. You offer that water till facing south and say, Om Pitri Bhyo Namaha.
Om Pitri-bhyo Namaha. Starting next week, we will have a little thing outside here of the mandir. If you face coming into the mandir, that is facing towards the south. So it'll be right here against the wall. You just face towards the mandir. You can offer your till in the morning before you come into the mandir. So starting next Sunday all the way through till the end of Pitra Paksh, we will have a tali for those of you who want to make some worships towards your ancestors. And then right after that, devotees, starting on October 15th all the way through the 23rd is the period of Sharad Navratri, which is essentially the fall period of Navratri, 9 days. We will be doing Navratri Puja here in the mandir on those Sundays. So that'll be Sunday, October 15th and Sunday, October 22nd. All of the dates are on the calendar in the back. Of course, if you have any questions, feel free to text me to clarify, but those are the events that we have coming up. I have no other announcements for you. Again, you all have a happy, healthy, safe week, and I hope to see you all next Sunday for a regular Sunday morning satsang. Jai Sita Ram to every single one of you. I will now pass the microphone over to, well, you got to take some panchamrit first, Jack, before you go. Hold on. Om Akaramituharanam Sarano Vinashanam Vishnu Kampitvara Samdaryamyaham Om Panchamritam Samartayami. I will now pass the microphone over to my godson and our pundit in training, as well as our president in training, as well as our president in training for a few more announcements.
Ram. You want to go first?
Ram. Yesterday was a very hard week because
They lost again. Did you win?
no, we didn't win at all. They were stronger than us, I promise you.
All right, yeah.
We were going against the Black Knights, but then all of a sudden they got 24 touchdowns, 6, 7, and we got none. But no, the most part is they got 34 touchdowns, and we still had 0.
Got him, buddy.
You sure about that?
You're feeling percent sure you're going to score. All right, yeah.
And while we're at that, Coach Chris said, one game is never a sport, but a game is a sport.
So they could see you.
But the thing is,
Are you done? Ram, again. Couple things. Dee Dee, happy birthday. She has requested no flowers, but she said we can put them on Jack for her. There's food outside. It's a beautiful day outside if you guys want to eat inside or outside. I don't really care. Back to 5-day weeks. I mean, well, we had a 5-day week last week. Never mind. It was 5-day week. That's it for me. With that, I'll pass over to the president for more announcements.
Sita Ram, everybody, and thank you all for coming today. And happy birthday, Vivian. And please partake in Bhojan and have a great week.
You want to sing a birthday song? You know the birthday song? Bada bada dinne.
I also know the one with the Robbie B version.
Sing one for them. Give them the milk. Here, come. Why don't Jack sit over here? Bare bare din ye gaye, 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 तुझे हजारों साथे मेरी है और तू. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Vivian. Happy birthday to you. Hey. I don't know the verse. Find it? She'll sing.
आओ जो में नच गाए आजा मस्ती भरी शाम है आओ जो में नच गाए आजा मस्ती भरी शाम है चांद तारों का खजाना आज तुझ पे लुटाना ए घरा जागे ऐलान happy birthday is a happy birthday to you is a happy birthday is a happy birthday to you. लाई नहीं शारंगी लड़ती दिल से बुला दो तुझे कबाते लाई नहीं शारंगी लड़ते दिल से बुला दो तुम गागी बातें के आज के नाम है जिंदगी हर पल नई जाम दरे जिंदगी चुन लो सारा इस ढके को रंगा नहीं रौनक नहीं शान है happy birthday is a happy birthday to you is a happy birthday is a happy birthday to you.